All right, the strength trial is file 10. We are going to do our first interview on the channel. I'm going to interview my brother, Kyle.
How do you do?
How do you do? He's here. First off, Kyle, how did you get into lifting, and what are your best numbers?
All right, Ian. Wasn't really big into lifting per se while I was playing football. I did not get into lifting until I started working at the correctional center that I currently work at for the past 10 years. I noticed that if the inmates are going to work out, I have to prepare myself and my body for the job. So I started powerlifting shortly after being hired by the correctional center. My best gear numbers are a 940 squat, a 555 bench, and a 660 pull. And
raw?
My raw numbers are a 550 squat, a 380 bench, and a 605 dead.
And when was the last time you were in gear?
Probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Now, people these days, they bust balls whether raw lifting is the new trend, and it is. But what was the biggest takeaway that you got from training in the gear? What do you think carried over the most from training in gear to training raw now?
I think it's very easy now for these raw zealots and these CrossFit, new people in the CrossFit to look at gear lifting as cheating. In my eyes, when we started this powerlifting journey, gear lifting was God. There was only gear lifting. Gear lifting ran pretty much the powerlifting world. A lot of people look down and frown upon it because, oh, you're really not lifting the weight, or it's easier. It's pretty much all horse shit. Gear lifting teaches you A, technique to a T.
Because you can't waver.
You can't cheat. You can't cheat with a suit and an overload on. B, it teaches you, your technique, your cues, time under tension. Pretty much you get the basics because you're going to get it or you're not.
How about now training cycles? I know we're big 5-3-1 people, and when we're in or out of the gear. But I train conjugate. The people on the channel know that I've been training conjugate now for close to a year or a little bit past that. Do you think that you would, if you went back into gear, would you change your training methods, or will you continue down with a rep scheme that you're doing now, or would you go back to a conjugate West style template where you're maxing out and you're having a speed day?
When I started, and you and Blair jumped on this powerlifting journey, we kind of did like a makeshift conjugate, and we really didn't know what the fuck was going on. So we watched the West Side videos, the methods, the books, and you kind of slap it together as your own. I think what I take away now with the raw, if I was going back into gear, you have to do a lot more. Your reps have to be up a little more. Maybe go straps down.
Just to build your base. We didn't have much of a base.
Yeah, you have to go straps down a lot more. Maybe add the slingshot in. Maybe do a lot more partials. You just can't. The days of working up to a max effort squat and shutting it down is not there. Because once that gear comes off, your base is.
That's one thing we didn't do. We never really hammered away at accessory work, and I think now that's one big change up that I've been doing. As we're approaching the end of the video, where can people find you? Where can they give you a shout? Maybe follow you at?
On Instagram.
Okay.
I think it's SRF908. And
do you have any sponsors?
Currently, the Iron Union, I have a discount code, it's Kyle, and then 10 behind it for a 10% discount. I'm not really sponsored per se.
Just writing some articles for them.
Right, we did a couple articles. Big fan of their products. Big Ray-Ban guy, and the United States Postal Service. Very, very good friend of ours is our mail delivery.
And he came and lifted today, and I can't believe I'm giving a shout out on the channel, but he did come out and get a lift in this morning. We're watching your heavy squat day from 475 for 3 here. We did a good job keeping our back tight. What was one big thing that you were focusing on going into that lift?
Well, first off, I was training at Ian's gym, Bethlehem chapter. And whenever you go to a new gym, everything's different. The walkout's different, the racks are different, the bars are different. So you have to keep that in mind. The main cue coming out is you always got to stay tight. keep your belly full of air. You want to keep your back and chest up. As Mark Bell says, show the crowd the writing on your shirt, on your chest.
It's a Mark Bell reference. We do like Mark Bell here on the channel. This is my top set. I worked up to, actually this is my last warm-up. Here's 410 for a single. Then we moved into 470 for one. This is a 10-pound PR. I'm pretty happy I didn't take the 20-pound PR because my back did cave a little bit, but I was able to grind up through the top. I followed it up with some pin pulls at 495 and 515. Both of them were beltless. Something I haven't done in a very long time, but I wanted to thank Kyle for coming out today. Any last words, Kyle?
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe,
Keep
baby.
going, no
Keep an eye on
excuses.
our channel. Yeah, don't make excuses why you can't be in the gym. Kyle's got a bunch of kids. He always finds some time throughout his day, whether that's at night or in the morning, to get it done. And you guys know when I train, nice and early. So hope everybody has a good week. Stay safe and stay strong.